I'm in the shower again though. Satellite man's hitting me in the teeth and face. They've been doing it all day. I even wore a Band-Aid on my upper lip at work and wherever I went. So I went to the store. I mean, I was wearing a Band-Aid when I went to the store and came back to the house. Charge the Satellite man for hitting me in the teeth and trying to pick fights with me. And don't forget all the history of what they did and the laws in reference to them trying to murder my parents, the violations of these government people, and the restrictions that they violated. That, you know, they tried to mutilate my father's face back in the 60s too. The government did. It's even on record. They're hitting me in the jaw really hard. That really hurts. Feels like somebody stabbing you in the mouth, stabbing you in your gums. The arm and shoulders really hurt. My face hurts so bad from them hitting me in the face with Satellite. It's pretty obvious they ain't looking at my face to any light way, meaning like they're looking at my face to hurt it all the time. You fucking terrorists. And they're funded by who? The American government? That's illegal funding. Charged that fucking satellite man for torturing me, spying at me, claiming he was reading brain waves, fucking up my teeth and shit. Motherfucker thinks he's psychic too. I'm not their race, I'm not their religion. The motherfuckers accused me of all kinds of shit, never done nothing wrong. They have to get charged. Look at the documents in reference to mutilations of what they tried to do to my father. And what they did. They messed up my father's face. These fucking Nazis did, trying to steal his identity. So, you know, anytime somebody tries to steal my father's identity, it's pretty fucking serious. Or anybody trying to steal my identity. These people always have their way of trying to steal a person's identity, and first thing is they try to surround you, and then they try to pick fights with you. Then they try to injure you, and they try to put you in the hospital. Then they try to steal your face, your penis, your organs, or whatever they can try to get away with is what they try to do. They try to do those things, these fucking terrorists. It's illegal. Violation of the New England Journal of Medicine, too. And it's violations of the Red Cross and a lot of other things. Sexual violence and physical assault. They usually sit on hello, speech therapy, YouTube. Satellite man's still choking me. You know, in reference to the government violating protection laws in the health industry, them mutilating and damaging a person's face and teeth and then saying they didn't know nothing about it. That's fucking terrorism. They haven't paid me nothing. They've done this to me for over 22 plus years. They're hitting me in the teeth. Ask them why they're doing that. They're violating historic records of my teeth. These motherfuckers made me have to buy so many toothpastes and toothbrushes and mouthwashes. They still didn't stop. They're hitting me in the teeth. They're spying on me in the shower. Everything's violation. I'm going to see their warrant too. And the first day of their warrant. If they don't show a warrant, they're going to prison for life no matter what. And they know they can't legally get a warrant for anything. And you know, all the laws and all the protection laws that are there for a reason. And do you know these motherfuckers are violating all the protection laws that are there specifically for me. Laws that are there to protect me. Specifically. I mean, there's laws that protect other people too, but this is about these people intentionally violating specific laws that have been there because of what I'm the owner of in reference to my mother and father's estates and other accomplishments that I have. They're peeping Tom, terrorism, gang stalking. They're gang stalking sex crimes too. Against the government. They'll say, oh, you're not all that good looking. Look at your teeth. That's the point, isn't it? You mutilated people's teeth to cover up that they were good looking, or to cover up your fetishes of staring at them. You tried to murder them just because you wanted to spy on them sexually. When there's all kinds of porn on the internet you could have been watching. Instead of that, you were terrorizing me and other people, weren't you, with me? They're hitting me in the teeth. I'm using my handheld shower head. The satellite man was hitting me in the teeth. I already blew my nose there in the kitchen. It's always hard because you gotta bring a little water into your nose and then you gotta blow it out, and then you gotta act like you're hockering. So you gotta, try to hocker the spit. It's kind of like one of those things there. I have not received any benefits at all from any of this. I haven't even received the insurance money from my parents getting murdered. The insurance company or the Treasury was holding on to some insurance policies that I was supposed to have received in reference to my parents' life insurance policies. It's in the trillions too. Yeah, think about that. The trust funds are in the trillions. They're blocking me from my trust funds too. They're trying to frame me. I've never done nothing wrong either. Meaning they're trying to make up shit by trying to hold me hostage. To try to make up shit is what they have tried to do. I don't want them holding me hostage, not never. I don't want nothing to do with these fucking freaks. Can't do business with them, they're murderers. Can't have nothing to do with them. They're bad for business, bad for reputation. You know what I mean? So it's kind of one of those things where they're bad for a lot of reasons, these people. The water's off. Somebody needs to ask them what they think they're doing. What are they trying to do this for? Who do they think they are doing this to me? What's the reason? Because they want to steal? But they made accusations against me. That's enough to have them all arrested and put away for life. Some of these people had criminal records that when my mother had sued them in court. Then they'll say, oh, they think your mother was crazy. You think the whole court was crazy? You think it was just my mother standing there? Dumb fuck. There was a whole bunch of people in the courtroom, you dumb fuck, that agreed with the facts of what my mother presented in reference to the crimes of your agents. So they're saying, oh, you thought your mother was crazy. You thought everybody was crazy because you're a fucking Nazi and you got anger management problems. And some of you are getting in that age where people talk about that Nazi age, where they get to that age where they start going crazy and shit. Or something. They have like, it's like the terrible twos, I guess, but whatever age those Germans are.
You know, when they talk about children going through spurts of their types of argumentative subjects or whatever, you know. You understand that? Ow, my fucking shoulders. Son of a bitch. Then these motherfuckers try to play cabin fever, frying people's mouths and burning them with satellites, and then saying, oh, they think the person is crazy. What do you mean you're blocking him from all his friends? Doesn't do anything crazy. People think he's the most normal person they ever fucking saw. He don't do nothing crazy, doesn't do nothing weird, doesn't do no drugs. You know, things these people try to make up. Ask them time and date and location of shit, man. That's always important. And they're still holding me hostage. And you know what these motherfuckers have done? This is the way they play their terrorism game. They'll hold a person hostage, torturing them, and then claim that they ruined them, and then try to claim that their human testing gone wrong on a person that they had no right doing human testing on in the first place. In their dentistry industry of death, the fact of them holding a person hostage, raping and torturing and mutilating, then the motherfuckers try to say that the person's no good. So then they try to murder the person, claiming that they ruined the person where they have no right of life. Meaning these government people, they try to murder off people they have fucking terrorized, and then they tried to murder them off to cover up their gay fetishes. And these people have a history of it. There's histories of documents. There's some satellite controllers that have documentation of the abuses of these government people. And those government people can't get to them because, you know, they got satellites too. So then they block those government people. And they're just waiting for, you know, sometime in the future when more people come together to prosecute them. But then those government people are trying to pretend like they don't know nothing. You know what I mean? And this motherfucker is terrorizing my mouth. And they try to call my teeth fake when I've been in Hollywood movies and TV shows and modeling, and everybody knows that my teeth are real because you gotta have real teeth in those types of careers. And I've been modeling, yeah. And trying to terrorize somebody, fucking up their teeth when they're already when a person's already famous for their teeth. You know, I'm famous for my teeth. I'm famous for my nose too. That's why it's fucking bullshit when they alter the video. My nose is famous. You know. My teeth are famous too. Everything's famous. I was born famous, you know. Reference to my parents and grandparents and first world country fame. So, you know, these people terrorizing my life, claiming that they just say that they're in government. Government doesn't own this country. This isn't a communist country. You know, these fucking people burning my teeth every day, man. They're on my face from the time I get up from bed. They're on my face when I'm going to work. They're on my face at work. They hit me in the teeth when I go piss in the urinal at work. Haven't received it now. My arm's still injured. Somebody communicated. Want to know about my arm, man. Yeah. And this government man was fucking damaging my bottom lip, and my lips are naturally bigger than what you see. There's pictures and modeling, you know. I went on, I dressed as a female model too. You know, I was younger, you know, in movies and TV. Yeah, look how many movies I've been in as a female actress. I'm not gay, not never. That's why, you know, there's a reason why, you know, one of the reasons why is for protection reasons. Because female celebrities can be prosecuting these government people like crazy. And I don't know why they haven't, because they need to. They need to be prosecuting them. And they haven't prosecuted them yet, obviously. I don't know. But anyways, rural protocols in the media, 24 hours a day. Politicians are obligated to know the information. They're not allowed to physically touch me or to abuse me or damage anything on my body. They're not allowed to copy my anatomy or anything about my anatomy. And those people need to go to court for everything they didn't do that they were supposed to do to protect me from their government agents. You know that, right?